Page 2039. Verification, witness, trustees, trust, business form. Picture of a beer can. Capital plan in all versions. Simple truth. It's important to weigh costs. God's faithfulness is based on His grace, not on our worthiness. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door of resentment and handcuffs of hate. Breaks chains of bitterness, shackles of selfishness. Page 2040. Scripture, Proverbs 10:1. A wise son brings joy to his father. Proverbs 11:1. The Lord abhors dishonest scales. Mary Kay Products. Page 2041. Scripture 11. With his mouth, godless destroys fruit of righteousness, a tree of life. Crime cut. Crime. Picture of scissors. Mary Kay Products. Proverbs 11. Page 2042. Picture of Tom on a motorcycle. Picture of Holy Communion. Scripture, Proverbs 12:1-28. Who loves discipline? Who loves knowledge? Scripture, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. A rod is for disciplining. Page 2043. The Greatest Exchange. Pictures of Tom. 2 hours a day, focused time. Jesus was punished that we might be forgiven, wounded for our healing. Jesus became a curse that we could receive a blessing. Page 2043. Contents. What is codependence? Who's got it? 20 items in the book, pages and numbers. Basis of self-care. Independence, communication. Page 2044. Scripture, Proverbs 13:1 through. Wise son listens, heeds his father's instruction. Misfortune pursues a sinner. Picture of snow sledding. The look I wish I could feel every day. Share magic of giving. Countless situations where marriage may feel like combat, not joyful bliss. Holiday, bookstores in Omaha, property and heirs. Page 2045. Scripture, Proverbs 14:1-35. Wise woman builds her house, righteousness exalts a nation. Mary Kay, Baymont. Picture of smiling women. A liar will not go unpunished. Dare to compare. He will return bringing salvation. Epley Parking, stranded travelers bring. Our democracy is the oldest and most successful in the world. Unfaithfulness is a sin. When I grow up, I want to be just like I am. Scripture, Job 3. God clothed me. SR 22 filings. Tune-up. Page 2046. Scripture, Proverbs 15:16. Gentle answer turns away wrath. He makes his enemies live in peace. Page 2047. Scripture, Proverbs 16:8. A lot is cast into the lap. Every decision is from the Lord. Back on your feet. Picture of a seashell. Page 2048. Scripture, Proverbs 17, 1 to the end. Better a dry crust with peace. Proverbs 18, 1. Unfriendly man pursues selfish ends. A man's spirit sustains him. Going to the dogs. Organized planning. Page 105, leaders and followers. No disguise is being a follower. No disgrace in being a follower. Most great leaders began as followers. Intelligent followers become leaders. The man who cannot follow a leader cannot become an efficient leader. Followers have opportunities to acquire knowledge. Page 2048, from his leader. Major attributes of leadership: unwavering courage based upon knowledge. Self-control, sets example, intelligent will emulate. Keen sense of justice, fairness, to retain respect. Definitions of decision: wavering, shows not sure of himself. Can't lead. Page 2049. Dogs were on other side. Scriptures. Proverbs, a man's spirit sustains him. Proverbs 18 and 19. A man's spirit sustains him. Penalties for mockers. Picture of a journey's hand. God shapes us through people He places in our path. Scripture, Psalm 90:11. Who can realize terror in your anger? Prison population, ages, offenses, percentages at age ranges. Page 2050. Picture of a star made from fingers. Can a pickup give 2,000 people a lift? Keep faith. You'll remember quick and easy. Practical solutions. Scripture, Proverbs 20 and 21. A king's wrath, when justice is done, brings joy. Page 2051. Picture of a globe. Picture of a treasure chest. Scripture, Proverbs 21 and 22. Susan's life lessons. He who loves pleasure will become poor. Strike a pledge. Page 2052. 1959 newspaper articles. Pictures. Scripture, Proverbs 23:1. When you sit to dine with the ruler, I don't feel it. Accepted garb. Names, Sinowicki family. Page 2053. The 1959 newspaper, May 26th, one of the articles. Trust is a common law contract. Requires no government approval in 2010. New approaches to treaty, mystery, and pain. Picture of a woman holding her head up front. Boasts. Picture of a man's smile. Page 2054. Monopoly money border. Germanium is in a bottle, processing to be excellent. Scriptures, Hebrews 10:24. Consider how to spur others on. Scripture, Proverbs 24:1-29. Do not envy wicked men. Do not say, I will repay him back. 4.5 million children are homeschooled in 2010. 2023, the National Education Research Institute, 2021 and 22, says 3.7 million are homeschooled. 5.22% of all school-aged children are homeschooled. 1/4 of 23. Picture of canoes. Names of people. Insurance can help. One drive-in vacation for. Queen Victoria had shaving gear, clothes laid out for her husband long after he died, every morning. Picture of a ceiling light. The borrower is servant of the lender. Elation. Page 2055, Monopoly Money Border. Scripture, Proverbs 24:25. Thorns in the field of sluggard. City with walls broken down. Household income. Welcome aboard. Hats off. Opportunity no longer knocks, darts past the door before you react. Eliminates possibility of a future. Scripture, Psalms 32:8, I will instruct you. Scripture, Psalms 43, a new song in my mouth. Proverbs 25. Page 2056. Picture of Dave and Ruth. Dave just passed away this year. Creighton to host conferences. Scripture of Jeremiah 31:3. I have loved you with an everlasting love. State of mind, draw smiles in Border Town. Unleaded. Mary and Joseph, the old ones, that's my godparent, grandparents. Picture of Wendy and Carrie. Picture of Bill, Debbie, and Portia. Picture of John. Briefly, Pony Express plane in 2000. Eastman Kodak. Starkist mission. Scripture, Philippians 1:2. From him who is, who was, and who is to come. Are not my few days almost over? Job 10:20. Page 2057. Picture of Jesus. Picture of Karina the bride. Cousins Patty and Janet and Tom and Uncle Al. Scriptures, Proverbs 27:1. Do not boast about tomorrow. Riches do not endure. Page 2058. Scripture, Proverbs 28. Wicked man flees, and no one pursues him. He who gives the poor will lack nothing. Plastic credit cards make consumer borrowing easy. Cartoon, love is whispering. Picture of silverware. Hospice. Yellow, slower, but want to help. Still strong. East Ship Ballet. Picture of a man holding a Jesus sign. Social advancement. Picture of Suits. All lines of business. Page 2059. Forgive and heals. Tempur-Pedic beds. Give us 7 minutes, we'll change your life. 12/21/2003. Page 1A article about a man with an incurable skin disease. Ichthyosis. Believing on 34th Street. Paula and Michael Leonovitz. That's Ellen's sister. Page 2060. Picture, Scripture, Psalm, Proverbs 29:30. Remaining stiff-necked after rebukes. Those who curse their father. Picture of a card to those we love. Leadership in law, education, and medicine. Teach people how to use the education they get. More practice, less theory. New leaders needed in journalism. Tom delivers nights. Picture of a Hawaii supervisor. Picture of Susan. 2 pictures of Jamie. Much to do, but look who is in it. Page 2061. Picture of Mom. Picture of Jamie and Nisi. Nicole. Picture of Hawaii. Tour bus escort. Ways to beat the street. Build muscles, not fat. Return of rationality. Parting company, not a tiny thing. Start. Mercury seems unlikely candidate for number 1 promising. Scripture, Proverbs 30. Leech has 2 daughters. Give and give. Stocks selling off. Take your pick. Mercury in the red. Scripture, Psalm 91. The shelter of the Most High. Page 2062. Brian Tracy, page 294. 2 people unsuited for each other won't find much in common to laugh about. 5th rule for successful relationships. Similar self-concepts attract. Most compatible. People with negative self-concepts will be attracted to each other, positive as well. Similar self-concepts attract whatever they are. Give your mate a score how much time is being deposited. Being positive. Birds of a feather flock together. Misery loves company. Poor communication is primary reason for failure of relationships. Build and maintain high levels of quality communication requires high quality, unbroken time together. Couples need to be alone together. Couples need long stretches of time talking and listening. Speaking and listening skills required to have good communication. Fight back with information. Viva la difference. Men communicate directly, women indirectly. Men more focused on results, completion. Jesus, what was the best birthday you ever had and why? Page 2063. 2 people enter relationships. If one is happier, there will be conflict. Breakup results from self-concepts being out of balance. Husbands and wives feel being held back by negativity of spouse. 3rd rule is total commitment on the part of both people. Heartfelt determination to make relationships successful. Total commitment means neither party ever considers separation, divorcing, or burning bridges. Avoiding a total commitment because of previous relationships, keep an emotional escape route. Lack of commitment invariably creates exact situation they fear, deteriorated. Love is total commitment to fulfill development of the potential of the other. Women merely concerned about relationships communicating than men. Indirect saying without saying what the need is. We need high qualities relationships to complete evolution of human beings. 4th rule of successful relationships is liking. Liking your partner is more important than loving. 2 people liking and respecting each other can endure indefinitely. Many couples fall in love and break up, never took the time to fall in like, genuinely like them. Relationships may not work out, but with liking and respect, they can still interact without negative feelings. The best friend test. If you are in the right relationship, no one else you'd rather spend your time with. Page 2064. November 2, 2000. Wall Street Journal. Mutual funds quotations. Something to think about. A pessimist complains about noise when opportunity is knocking. 14-karat gold for strength in jewelry. 10 and 18 is softer. Forgive yourself for everything foolish you've done. Maximum Achievement, page 106. Strong suggestive influence others have on you. Choose carefully who you spend your time with. Choice of a negative reference group condemns a person to failure and underachievement in life. Reference group, people you identify with, co-workers, socialize with, live with, community activities. Like a chameleon, you'll adopt the attitudes and behaviors and opinions of close associates. Make no useless acquaintances. Get away from negative people. They are primary cause of unhappiness in life. Staying in a bad relationship can cut off your full potential for success and happiness. Select people around you with care. Teaching others, 7th techniques for internalizing ideas. Teach others. Forget the way you were in the past. Discard card. Past labels. How you act and talk now is creating your future. Imagine the best person you can be. Walk, talk, behave like that. Your dominant thoughts, goals will materialize. You will become what you think about most of the time. Action exercise. Select one positive habit pattern you want to develop. 21 days. Discipline yourself to think, visualize, verbalize, affirm, behave consistently in the matter of the new habit you want to develop. Think and talk in terms of accomplishment, your goals, ambitions. Dwell on your goals. Think in terms of how to achieve your goal. Act as if it were already a reality, if you can. Behave in every respect as if achieving your goal is inevitable. Demonstrate to yourself these methods will work for you. Develop one goal. Proving the methods work for you, your self-confidence will be conviction. Page 20, 65. Self-confidence and conviction to change or accomplish a goal instead of wishing, hoping, and you will know you have possibilities are unlimited. She is a diplomat holding a safety pin. Relying on friends or relatives, now there's a better way. Look here first. 1,000 locations. Picture of a lounge chair. Picture of rolled newspaper. Best new tools for children cleanup. Teach others what you learn. You become what you teach. You teach what you are. Attempting to articulate, explain a concept to someone, you internalize it in yourself. Develops new positive habits of thought and behavior is not easy, requires vigilance. Launch your new habit strongly. Never allow exceptions till the habit is locked in. Don't dwell on slips from the habit. Keep in mind, I focus in directions you are going. Focus on dominant goals and new person you are becoming. Hold in your mind. Picture a desk of papers. Scripture, Deuteronomy 33:27. The eternal God is your refuge, and underneath his everlasting arms. Page 2066. Guaranteed choice to be regifted. Brian Tracy, page 260. Healthy personality defined. 3 of the most helpful definitions of healthy personalities. Look for good in each person and situation. Looking for bad in others, criticize, complain is unhealthy. Your personality is healthy to the degree to which you can forgive people, who hurt you. Most unhappiness and psychosomatic illnesses can caused by inability to forgive, insistent on holding grudges. Act of forgiveness has liberating influence on personality. Healthy people do not hate. Healthy people do not go around preoccupied with anger. Clear your mind of old problems. Healthy personalities can get along easily with many people. Your self-esteem and a healthy personality, the more you like yourself, respect yourself, the more others will. Consider yourself valuable and worthwhile, others will do the same. Self-esteem, improving you get along with others, the happier you will be fulfilled. Men and women with low self-esteem can only get along with a few people, not very long. Low self-esteem requires manifests in anger, impatience, criticism, bad-mouthing, and arguments. Low self-esteem, people don't like themselves or others. People don't like them either, people with low self-esteem. Law of indirect effort says you get almost everything in relationships easily by approaching indirectly rather than directly. Impressing people, try to convince them of admirable qualities, accomplishments. Talking about yourself makes you feel foolish. Indirect way of impressing another, be impressed by them. Picture of a horse field. Friendship is one of God's beautiful gifts. FCC, airtime given free. License auction nets over $830 million. Fumbling with cell phones and computer keyboards, teaching skills to get clients. 986 licenses in auctions for technology, services, telephone, and televisions.